what I found out that I was doing is I was patterning his summer patterns based on where I was putting those licks. And so he wasn't necessarily in the places that he wanted to be because those licks determined his daily routine. And so when you establish a routine, I didn't even realize it at the time, but I was establishing his routine, which is why I got so many more photos of him than any other hunter, because I knew what he was doing, why he was doing it. And then from the traffic I got on those cameras, then I started picking out, okay, where he's coming from and the trails he's coming from crisscross with where I know doe bedding areas are. And so I would go to those spots in like May, June. I would pick out where I would want to hunt that specific location, doe bedding area, entry, exit, all that kind of stuff. And I'd pick out where I want to hunt it, how I want to hunt it. I'd pick out the wind direction, everything for thinking of late October, beginning of November. And I would say, he's going to be here. If I bring him here, where do I want to hunt? And then I'd pick out the tree, I'd pick out everything. And then from there, I would make a mock scrape. So what's the wind direction? What's the thermals usually in that time if I'm in a position for that? And then from there, I would make a mock scrape. My mock scrapes, a lot of people use ropes and a whole bunch of other stuff. I tend to be less is more, especially as a state land hunter. I tend to be less is more for the scents and for things that aren't just natural to the surrounding. I think one of the biggest things of setting a mock scrape earlier in the year is getting the deer used to using it all year. I have scrapes that I've put out for Frazier that I haven't touched in years. And I guarantee you, I can go out there and beginning of October, mid-October, and the whole area, the licking branches are used all year long. And I haven't touched them. I haven't refreshed them. I haven't done anything to them. And they are now part of the deer community. And I know I can go to those spots and hunt and have success. But I'd set up a licking branch. I would use what was natural to that location, usually either white oak or some kind of evergreen that I would hang or bend over into a spot that I wanted. And I would usually just expose the dirt underneath. Sometimes put just natural, just straight doe urine in it, expose the dirt, have the branch there. And sometimes, depending on the time of year, put or like a rack rub or whatever on it and let it be. And then anytime they were stopped using it a little bit, I'd go out there and refresh it, redo something, give it more activity until it just becomes something that was their telephone pole. And that's where it was. And if you do it early enough in the year and if you plan it all out in that kind of a situation, you're literally planning out where he's going to be in the early rut, and you're planning out how you're going to kill him and in what wind patterns and time of year you're going to kill him and where you expect him to be coming from and why.